I'm currently studying my master's in marketing in Jordanstown at the minute. I'm really trying to build as much digital marketing experience as possible to go along with all the theory I'm learning. So I came along on board. I'm working on just growing the digital presence.
Hi, so I did film studies at university and I came on board to help out with the social media marketing side of things.
So do you think clubs and societies are a really important part of the student experience?
Yeah, so you learn so many social skills, organizational skills, being there on time and contributing to the club in some way. So
Like
yeah,
it's
definitely.
community. It's like your community beyond your uh, area of study. It's your social community as well.
Yeah.
What was your experience of clubs and societies?
So during my undergrad, I was in Cardiff and I played rugby league, and I was quite a big member on the committee as well. I was more performance based, and there's a lot that goes into not you don't just turn up every Wednesday. You turn up and play. There's a lot of background stuff goes into organising training, organising kit, organising sponsorship, and then I also worked at Imperial College London in the sports administration department. So I was on the other side of things where I'd see I would have all the student contact base, and I'd have to contact them on all the information they required to do the same thing on a Wednesday, and they'd have a lot of issues came up, and I had to really assist them to help overcome them.
Being part of a club or society is a really important experience. So with COVID now and universities going online, how would you see just even that student experience changing?
About a small percentage of what you could actually say you get 100% experience. Now you're only going to get 50% experience. You're missing out on a lot of the things that would support your mental health in terms of exercise, meeting people, building relationships into the future is all going to be a limited percentage ability.
Yeah, I think building relationships for the future is a really important part. I mean, like Cleva, when you think about your cheerleading community, your cheerleading team, like the actual people who are in the squad, but then all of the people that were involved around in it, like if you couldn't actually meet in person, like if you had a situation like COVID is today, how would that impact your club?
Oh, I just couldn't run. We had different competitions that we were meant to go to that just got straight up cancelled, which is unfortunate. I think they're trying to start again this year around, but I've no idea. It's such a contact sport. Don't know how they're gonna do it.
Yeah, it really is a contact sport, isn't it? You don't think
Yeah,
about that too much.
and it's such a social club as well. They go out so often and have all these fun nights, but I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Do you think the social part of it is as much about team building and relationship building as the actual sport itself?
Yeah, there's a lot of trust in cheerleading because obviously you're throwing people in the air. So sometimes when you get to know different people better, you work better as a team. So I definitely would be a big factor.
So working together as a team is really what we were kind of trying to understand when we did this project. And you guys all have brought your social media, your digital marketing, your video editing experience to this project. So what we were trying to understand is how did clubs and societies work today, and what digital tools they used to help their committees come together. And the main thing that we found is that 77% of the people that responded to our survey use Facebook Messenger, and then and after that, again, the most popular app was WhatsApp or Google Docs to communicate. So they're all free tools that really don't require a lot of organizational workflows or anything in it. And do you think that is works fine for student clubs, Facebook Messenger? Like, Jordan, what do you think when you were working with all those in the logistics and operations side of it over in London? Do you think Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Google Docs, do you think they're fine for what student clubs need?
I think they're fine to do the bare minimum, but if you want to operate to a more efficient standard, you need to be using those digital tools that can really incorporate it all into one, so the information is far more easy to access and easy to understand. But it depends on, it really lies on the responsibility of the person in charge. If they're administrating it very well through that platform, it can work excellently. But if they're just maybe throwing all like one thing, one another thing, it can be all over the place.
How do you think people can improve in their role? So the most popular, or the biggest priority was understanding their role and their responsibilities, and the lowest priority was just actually setting up meetings and things like that. So if you think about your experience in university in general, in terms of developing leadership skills or decision-making skills, do you think universities give those opportunities to students, considering you guys are future leaders?
There's obviously group projects and things like that there, and there's obviously like someone in charge of the project, and different people have different roles, so you do learn obviously what a good quality of a leader is from doing those things, and it's very hit and miss sometimes. So yeah, and I suppose it is part of it, but it's not a massive part of it. So that's obviously where the clubs come in to supplement that.
Yeah. What do you think, Jordan?
I think you do get quite a lot of like situational based tasks where you are required to do decision making, but whenever there's not the pressure of, is this going to cost me money? Am I going to lose my job for this? I feel like the decision making process isn't as strenuous compared to if you're doing it in the real world, in the real job.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about when you guys were in doing the project? What skills do you feel you were able to use more of being in like the tech startup environment? Jordan, what skills do you coming in for that short period of time to do a specific project? What were you able to work on and develop your own personal skills?
After utilising all the digital tools that are available, some I hadn't heard of, some I had heard of but didn't have experience using. So being able to get a better understanding them and learn how helpful they are and how much they can benefit any process you're doing was really helpful.
I think for me, the thing that you demonstrated most was how you just solved problems really quickly and how you executed actions really quickly. That was really, really impressive. And so thank you for that. But you really have like a really good strategic understanding of marketing and the marketplace, and that's a gift actually. So yeah, you really did know how to approach solving the problem in the right way. So yeah, that was amazing. So yeah, fantastic. Caoimhe, how did you think you used the project to boost your skills or develop different skills?
I knew very little about marketing, so it was actually really interesting to see how you and Jordan both worked. And then just, I think as Jordan was saying, that like all the different types of like online tools that you were showing us, I've never seen someone like use it in such a detailed way. So I felt like really, I don't know, going forward, that's something I bring on.
Yeah, I also think that there was a huge level of reflecting on really understanding the core of the issue. I think that's really where you come in, and then actually being really creative in your problem solving. So not just maybe thinking, well, okay, x equals x plus y equals z. It's like, how can we actually add something extra to solving this problem? And that's the creativity that you bring, I think, to the project. What did we learn about clubs and societies and using digital technology through the project? Are we hopeful for clubs and societies, especially now with COVID, or are we a bit worried that they're just really not sure what they're doing and they need a little bit more support?
With a lot of industries, because of COVID, they're adapting to using technology as much as possible, and I think clubs and society could be in the same situation where they'll have no choice. They have to utilize all these online tools as best as possible because they can't have physical meetings, they can't make physical schedules, so that everything's going to have to be done digitally. So utilizing those tools is going to be far more important than it was previously.
Yeah, you can't informally pick up new members from a notice board or from a stall in the student union. You have to target them and find them online. Yeah, cool. Okay, I love it. What about you, Kiva? What do we learn about clubs and societies? Are we hopeful for our future youth leaders that they'll develop these skills that we need for the boardroom and for senior management?
Yeah, like a lot of them seem to be implementing a lot of the skills that we were talking about. So hopefully, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so we're hopeful. I think we are. I think I'm very hopeful the way the survey came out. Right. Okay, guys. So you can read more about all the results in our blog and our report. It's going to be on the website. But I just wanted to say a really, really massive thank you to you both for coming in just before January and February, just before COVID kind of sent